Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, the Queen, the Prime Minister and the Archbishop of Canterbury walk into a room. Sounds like the start of a pub joke, but in fact, David Cameron's small talk right in front of a TV camera lacked humour and diplomatic subtlety. His boast that we've got the leaders of some fantastically corrupt countries coming to Britain was unlikely to go down well, particularly when he went on to single out Nigeria and Afghanistan as two of the worst. Here's our political editor, Gary Gibbon.
It's not everyone's idea of a birthday knees up. Parliamentarians stand awkwardly, wishing the Queen a belated happy 90th. The Prime Minister, standing next to the Archbishop of Canterbury and pro-Brexit Cabinet Minister Chris Grayling, was maybe keen to relax the mood. Introduced to the Queen by the Speaker, glass in hand, he made light of Thursday's International Anti-Corruption Summit, having first made light of divisions on the EU with his own Cabinet Minister.
Here we have the great axis of the Prime Minister and the leader of the House.
Well, we're on the same side most of the time, so we've had a very successful Cabinet meeting this morning. We talked about our anti-corruption summit. We've got the Nigerians, we've got some leaders of some fantastically corrupt countries coming to Britain. Nigeria and Afghanistan, possibly the two most corrupt countries.
But this particular president is actually not corrupt. No, he's trying very hard.
They are coming at their own expense.
I mean, yes. It's going to be slightly, because it's an anti-corruption summit, everything has to be open. So there are no sort of closed-door sessions. It's all in front of the press. It could be quite interesting. No.
In these exchanges, it's almost as if it's the Archbishop of Canterbury who's the statesman trying to ground things in facts, emphasising the anti-corruption credentials of Nigeria's president. One cabinet minister said it was not ideal that the Prime Minister had welcomed two reformist leaders to this country with this sort of billing. And the cabinet minister did say it was hardly disputable what the Prime Minister had said about their countries, and they'd more or less said it themselves.
We are among the most corrupt countries on earth, and this is a national shame, and we will not tolerate it.
President Ghani of Afghanistan speaking last year. President Buhari of Nigeria has said corruption became a way of life in his country, and here he attacks the theft of oil.
Nigerian crude oil was lifted illegally.
One Labour MP said the Prime Minister had failed to learn his lesson after the gaffe he made revealing the Queen's private thoughts after the Scottish independence referendum. Nigerian-born poet Ben Okri attacked the Prime Minister's tone.
I'm rather appalled, actually, and rather surprised that a leader of an important world nation should be making that kind of remark to the world. I think it sends a very wrong signal out to the world.
Anti-corruption campaigners said the Prime Minister himself had questions to answer at this week's conference because of the behaviour of British Crown dependencies.
We should not forget here that this is not only important for those countries but also for the UK. The UK and the overseas territories remain a major part of the world's corruption problem by being a safe haven for corrupt money.
The birthday reception was followed by the Queen's first summer garden party. The weather also not quite going to plan.
Gary Gibbon reporting.
I've been getting